Good afternoon. So today my group and I, which is Group A, we are going to talk about the resilience in the Malaysian insurance industry, which is a qualitative exploration of solidarity and caring discourse in a changing financial landscape. So our team and I are going to interview you on this topic. So basically, before that, GM Hariharan, could you introduce yourself briefly for us?
Okay, hi. I'm pleasured to be interviewed by you guys. I wish you all the best. Okay, at the same time, I'd just like to introduce myself. I joined the industry in 2010 as a part-timer, as a part-time agent, and walking along the way in 2020, I got promoted as a unit manager. And in 2024, I got myself promoted as a group manager. So in a span of 15 years, I'm in this industry.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so if you don't mind, can I continue the questions now?
Yeah, proceed.
Okay, so basically our first question will be more into transformational leadership. So could you describe how your leaders during that time when you were an agent, okay, how will your leaders responded to challenges during the COVID-19 pandemic? And if you were a leader during that time, a UM or a GM like right now, how did you respond to the challenges during COVID-19?
Okay, during 2020, right, that is the year I got promoted. So when I got promoted on what they call it, the signing in for the elevation, I got promoted in 16 March 2020.
Okay.
2 days later, I think if you can remember, 18 March 2020 was lockdown. So just after 2 days, we already at home. You're not able to move around. So in the initial stage that I think most of us don't know what's going on.
Yes, correct.
We have no idea that how long is this whole lockdown is going to prolong or not. We also have no idea. But despite that, after some time, probably around 2 to 3 weeks or maybe a month, then we decided, hey, we cannot be doing this way.
Yes.
Things have to continue. So during that situation, we accepted, okay, let's go and find what other means that we can do business together. And during that time, we were all at our respective places, so we cannot communicate. So most of the time, the means of communication is only by phone.
Yes, correct.
But then came some new technologies that was already there but wasn't so famous, like Zoom, Teams. I think I heard Teams, right?
Yes, Microsoft Teams.
Microsoft Teams, and we had another app, I think, but
WebEx.
WebEx, yeah. So then we decided, okay, why not we capitalize this technology? So like Zoom, we adapted the technology where we can get together every one of us and do our meeting without any disruption.
Yes, correct.
So we were able to quickly adapt to new technologies during that period. So we have agents, some of them in KL, some of them got logged in Singapore.
Yes, correct.
So we were able to bring everyone together and do our trainings or follow-ups, and that's how we did.
I see, that's very interesting. So what leadership behaviors, example like vision sharing, encouragement, role modeling, most influence your team's resilience?
During the pandemic?
Yes. What leadership behaviors did you connect with mostly? Is it vision sharing, encouragement, role modeling?
Role modeling. So basically we have to lead by example. So what happened during the pandemic time, my personal sales was very good. So while sitting in the confines of my own home, sometimes we no need to wear our long sleeve coat, nothing. Sometimes we just with trousers only, just go around and make calls, and then create the awareness to our prospects. And during the pandemic time, people start to give importance to even medical insurance that they didn't give importance for their parents, because they didn't want to see their parents getting admitted to government hospitals.
Yes, correct.
Because they're overcrowded. So it was easy for us to explain just on the phone. So what we will do is, we will do like the presentation or the preparation will be in an Excel format. We'll do a table, okay, first proposal, second proposal, third proposal, different premium, different coverages. We will do the setup, send it to them via WhatsApp, then I will normally on the speaker and I'll explain to them manually, and people accept. When my agents start to see that I am able to do closing, then they also emulate the same example.
I see.
So this kind of adaptability we took into.
I can understand that. What about the other ways your leaders inspired adaptability or innovation in your workplace?
If you tell innovation, we adapt new technologies quite fast. Not comparing to any other agency, but our agency, quite a number of us are quite a young group. So even myself, I come from a technology background. So I studied diploma in mechatronics, and I like to try new things out. So like we invested in this mic, so get a good quality mic, so that my agents in KL or Ipoh or Singapore, they can hear clearer. And then we even slowly adapted the new iPad, whereby you can move around, you can track you. So this kind of technology we try to adapt. As we adapt, we will help to and assist the person on the other end to have a better experience. Uninterrupted training.
Yes, correct.
Sometimes with a better Wi-Fi or better router, this technology is very important. If the signal is bad, the voice for them to record and hear is bad, and if all these are interrupting, difficult for them to sit down attentively listen our training.
Yes,
so
understand.
In terms of technology, we adapted quite a lot lah.
Yes, that's a very good improvement in your end. What about how have you personally experienced individualized support or mentoring from leaders? Have you experienced that?
Especially my group manager, my mother GM is senior GM, Mr. Gopi. So one thing I like to thank him and applaud him is he also, despite of his age gap, he's one of the senior group managers that adapts new technology very fast. So when we give some ideas, sir, let's do like this. Why not we give a try like this? Why not we renovate our new office? Because that time we were in Impian Emas. He was from Tampoi shifting to Anggrek Emas, Impian Emas. So it was during pandemic that we started the renovation for his new office. So now I'm in my office. In his new office, the ideas, the suggestion, the rebranding, all we give a lot of input, and he took it wholeheartedly. So last time it was Gobi and Associate, the old school type.
Yes.
Then people like us give ideas. Sir, why not you give a proper branding? So we ask digital content creators to do a logo design with the 3D animation, and even we fabricated the logo design, everything all based on Rising Star Group RSG. So the branding is already in place. So these kind of things will create a new and a young youthful feeling when our agents come to the new office once the pandemic opened. So we prepared that in advance. So the setup was a bit more youthful for the young generations to feel comfortable.
Yeah, for the Gen Zs especially.
Yeah. So that's what we did in the beginning stage. So I'd like to thank Mr. Gopi for listening to our feedbacks and suggestions lah.
Alright. Okay, so that's all from me. So I'm going to now pass to my next team member to continue the interview on organizational resilience.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks, Sarah.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good
So I'll be moving on to the next part of the question. From your perspective, how resilient was your organization during the pandemic time?
Okay. Our group, since that we are very close knitted group lah. So all of us were very family oriented.
Right.
So we didn't focus much on did you close case sales. Didn't. We Because see, during pandemic, most of them are basically mentally disturbed.
Yeah.
Some of them even went to depression because they are away from their family.
Yeah.
Some of them are already like in a lockdown in Singapore. 2-3 of our agents are there. So they are mentally challenged because they are not seeing their parents, they are not seeing their wife, spouse or kids and everything. So what we did is, our discussions are more like, we do a group chat, and then for example, we even bought drinks.
Right.
So maybe it can be alcohol or not alcohol. We just sit down and chat. So they on their end, they will be having the glass of liquor or maybe juice, and then like night talk lah.
Yeah.
Say how's everything? Hello, how's it okay? How's your family? Then how's your mother on the other side? I haven't seen her yet. So we will have this bora,
Yeah,
just chat.
like an online gathering.
So make them feel better a bit.
Yeah.
Make them feel better, make them feel like comfortable, basically making feel at home lah. So that's how we try to keep them connected, rather than they will like feel isolated. So we'll do frequent meetings. Like in a week, maybe we do 2 or 3 meetings, Zoom meetings. And we, of course, we talk in the phone personally, but Zoom meetings, 2 to 3 meetings. I mean, we got nothing else to do.
Yeah, yeah.
So slowly, then they adapt, then they get okay, they're mentally much stronger, then they all started to put cases by themselves.
Right.
Moving to 2021, still like around pandemic time, but the movement a little bit restricted, but still can move. So what we did during that time, okay, example is one of my agent is in Singapore. Both of them, I think, stayed for almost 2 years. But their production was quite good. And we managed to order trophies for them. So what I did, this is one example how to make them feel so happy and want to do more. So what we did a surprise visit, we did a trophy, but we couldn't deliver to Singapore. We drove and went to his mother's house. And then we did a video call, which he didn't know. And then we hand over and he got shocked. So we brought like a fruit basket together with the trophy. Dangama, this your son qualified for last year's production. He did quite well when he gave. So he felt so, so touched that we took certain extent to give some kind of token of appreciation to the mother. So and he felt very proud.
Feels more recognized.
Recognized, and the recognition is like so heartwarming. So when we do small gestures, it goes a long way.
True.
They will do in multitude for us. So we don't count on production, A&P, dollars and cents, but more on to heart-to-heart connectivity. I think they will do more for you. Okay, my GM or my UM has gone out of the reach to do something for me. Okay, I want to do much in return. I want to put more effort, which money cannot, you cannot put into dollars and cents lah.
Yeah.
So these are some things we did during the pandemic time.
Yeah, very, very thoughtful. Yeah, so the next one will be, can you share an example of how your firm has adapted the process to meet sudden disruptions during the pandemic time?
Okay. Like I mentioned earlier also, we adapt new technologies and we were, how to say, we try to make it more interactive from both ends.
Yeah.
Because as I told you, when you are trying to emphasize on the COVID time, pandemic time, right? So the movement is restricted. So slowly we adapt all these paperless presentation. And we're not going to meet in person. Most of the time when we meet physically, we'll print the photocopy, the quotation and all that stuff. From there onwards, the presentation itself we did on Excel format, like for that, like the first one, second one, third one, different premiums, different pricing. So we'll make it very simplified.
Right.
From the original quotation, we take the important information there, we simplify it so that the prospect, which is a future client, who can easily understand, okay, this annual limit how much, this how much. So in bold letters with colors, and then we do the table. So when we will forward it to them, in a glance they can understand roughly the important information there. Then I will give them a disclaimer, but once the pandemic over, we have to meet up again and I run through you all the important small fine prints. So, but for now, let's secure something, so let's go this way. So I'll send it to them, then they can open and view, then I explain them one by one. Okay, you see point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4. This kind of information, Excel format, I will email it to or WhatsApp to my agents elsewhere, so that they can do all that alteration. It's a template.
Okay.
So from the template there onwards, now we are
Now
adapting
pass down
towards till today also we are following, so make the job easy for them to do closing.
Yeah.
As you know, this insurance policies, all the number of pages are so
Yeah,
much.
it's a lot.
How are you going to explain on the phone?
Exactly. Yeah.
So we have to simplify things, not altering or not misrepresenting the important points. We will and like bullet form lah. So so these are some of the examples. And in terms of technology, like I mentioned before, we adopt new technologies like the mic, camera setting, then the positioning of all this, so that they can have a better experience even though they are not physically with us. So we adapt that kind of stuff lah.
Alright, so what are the systems or practices that has helped the organization to absorb the shocks without major breakdowns?
Maybe I think you need to repeat that question again.
Okay, so wait, this part I'll cancel.
Yeah.
Okay, what are some systems or practices that has helped your organization to absorb the shocks without major breakdowns?
I think implementation by the company itself. Companies also from there onwards already roll out for a lot of online training. I think before that they didn't have.
Yeah.
Before that, if you guys are aware, there weren't any online courses. Yes, there's online TCF courses lah, but online sharing, online business. So company adopted that. So from there onwards, we start to learn.
Right.
So even for security purpose, they have moved to WebEx. But I think as a small organization agency, I think still Zoom is still much better. What we did, we bought the app. Because as you know, the free version is only like 45 minutes.
Yeah,
And you cannot exceed beyond that. So why did we bought the app? So there's a lot of other facilities like breakout session. So normally we can do the session during in the classroom. Okay, you discuss here, you four you discuss there. But since Zoom started implementing this kind of new features like breakout session, even we join in a meeting, we can have a breakout. Okay, 2 of you do role play there, 2 of you do role play in the virtual world. So and then now come and present in the group and then see who's the best presenter. So we start practicing and we didn't waste any time. Oh no, let's wait until the pandemic is over. We quickly adapted and did the training in the best way possible. That's what we have done lah.
Okay, I'll be passing on to my next team member.
Sure.
To continue with it.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. So, like, how did the leaders and the colleagues express their empathy and care during the stressful times?
Okay. In terms of empathy, I think we were all day long. That's what we've been practicing lah. Because just imagine, myself with my family together, we itself feel very drained. You know, you cannot be sitting in the house for long. We itself go mad. But despite of that, we are still having a better life. Just imagine to those who are not with their loved ones, they will be even more stressed. So what we do is sometimes we send some gifts to them through our friends who in Singapore, surprise gift. So let's say we had one of the month that 2 of my agents who in Singapore did well. So what we did, we couldn't send the trophy there. So we arranged this Starbucks chocolate, the drinks, and then maybe some piece of cake, and then we wrap it up, ask them to get ready, and that I think that is the boom during pandemic. Is the boom for Grab and Food Panda all.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
So we adopted that changes also. I think you didn't mention that earlier. So what we do, we try to give the token appreciation through this kind of surprise delivery. So while the meeting is going on, the weekly meeting is going on at the time, me and my team in JB, we will have people there in Singapore. We will set the timing and then they'll come and deliver. So suddenly they'll receive call that somebody's waiting downstairs. Then they'll go up and go and collect it and see there's a note by us. So that gives them a lot of so thoughtful that kind of feeling was overwhelming for them. So when after that, when we ask them something, I want you to do 10,000 ANP for next month, let's push our sales better. I know you can be, and I'm very sure you are one of our pillar, even though you're not here. So they will say, don't worry, I will do it for you. Not for me, so I'll do it for you, no problem. So we do that kind of surprise delivery. And even once upon a time, there's one situation, one of my agent came to Malaysia. So, but I haven't seen the mother yet after 2 years. So we arranged a makan session. That time can travel already. That's how he got permission to travel back. So when he came to JB, never go to the mother's house and see the mother straight away. So we and his wife arranged a makan session at an Indian restaurant. And this guy, since we know the restaurant quite well, we said, okay, we want to do a video shooting also. Can you do us a favor or not? I want this guy to wear your t-shirt, everything, and work in the kitchen as a waiter and do the cooking. So that whole day he did cooking for his mother inside the restaurant, despite we pay the bill also. So and then he came, wear the mask. Last time we all wear a mask, right? Yeah. So he wore the mask and came. The mother was sitting here. All of a sudden he came behind and delivered. Gave the food. Here you go, madam. Can you taste and see how is it? Say, makan, see. Yeah, I think okay, not bad lah. So she's quite a blunt person, so she's not bad. Okay, still can eat. She mentioned that. Then I said, auntie, I think he wants to get some info from you also about his recipe. Then she turned like that, still couldn't recognize. Then he opened the mask. He said, then was so emotional lah. So emotional, then crying and everything. They were so nice. I was part of the recording crew lah. So we uploaded it in Facebook. Not Facebook, I think in TikTok, I think it went quite viral also. So these kind of things like touching moments will keep them rejuvenated, because he had to go back to Singapore to work also after that. The permission was only for a few days. So these kind of creative things you need to think around lah, like delivering food, delivering like a special gift like that. There are a lot of other businesses boom during that time, like food delivery, surprise delivery. So we capitalize all these opportunities, how to provide this kind of facility and give some encouragement, uplift their morale, because we cannot just go and transfer money. Okay, you qualify this one, your trophy normal value is like say 60 ringgit, so I credit to your account, touch and go. No, it doesn't have that feeling, This business itself, Chandra, this business is an emotion business. This business run through emotion. So that is why I am very confident that this business cannot be replaced by AI, because you need a sense of emotion. No emotion. You say that, I think a lot of our leaders will mention, emotion opens the wallet. So that is why in time to come, however it is also, the AI or this chatbot or whatever super intelligent AI also is not going to replace us, because the warmth, the love, the care, the compassion, they cannot feel. Even though that robot tries to express it also, the person on the other end, you are just a robot only. What's so fantastic about you? So they won't feel it, no. But the human to human connectivity is the one moving everything. So as I mentioned, this is a emotion related business. So when we talk to our agents, it's all about emotion also. It's not because they are not my employee. I'm not their boss. They don't report to me and clock coming in and going on all. So we have to be very attentive to their their emotion, their feelings. So empathy is very important lah. So I give a lot of importance to that. Encourage them, listen to their problems. Maybe financially, if any way I can help, maybe I help. Say during the beginning, some of my agents are not able to transfer money. This online transfer, you got some transaction issues all. So I have to transfer some money for them here. So then later when they come, they can transfer to me. So I'll do certain favor to them lah. So help out on my agents in this way.
Nice. Okay, so next we'll be moving to reflections and looking forward questions. So in what ways did the crisis change your view of leadership in the insurance industry?
Okay, definitely changed my view. Definitely changed. So in terms of, I told you, adaptability lah, adapting new technologies and everything. So we now our agency is, we can say, is like water that can take any form. Rather than you're just a piece of metal, so strong, rigid and everything, but when you bend, you cannot get shape again. So being like a water is very important. You can adapt in many forms, many shapes, So what I do, new technologies I adapt. Like what you see in my new office here. Pretty much you have seen our office, so you can see that we adopt new technology, new ideas. We want to reinvent ourselves in terms of adapting to not only technology, even the dressing sense also is very important. If you're still old school, you see, I'm born in the 1980s. And I'm still going to live like a 1980s person. The Gen Z will not able to sync with us. So what I will lose? New recruitment I will lose. That's very dangerous. So when I've interviewed many leaders before who are very successful in the glorious days, once upon a time, like if you keep on talking about your glorious days, you will lose your future. So I don't live in the past. That's how I adapt myself. So I continuously strive. See, aging is something that you cannot shun away. You have to accept the age. But the attitude will never age. If your attitude is always young, you are always adaptable and accepted by the new generation. Gen Z, I think the next one is what? Gen Alpha, is it? So I give you an example. Some of your grooming, the way you keep yourself fit and all that stuff, some of my daughter's friends, they even call me Anne. No, that means in Tamil it's brother. Why? Because the way we talk to them, the way we interact with them, the way we dress up, not like going to be like a school kid, but they feel very connected. They don't have a distance. Okay. So these will be very helpful for my future younger generation recruitment. So because the GM there is somebody who's adaptable, someone who's modern, and always refreshing myself to new ideas and technology and the sense, even I'll talk to my daughter, hey, what's the new verb? There's a risk, or that kind of certain kind of terms, all kind of funny kind of term. So we just adapt. So when you adapt, that is going to help me for my younger generation. So I always worry for recruitment will definitely be a problem if you live in the past. Definitely there will be a problem. That is why if you see my office renovation, I try to make it more futuristic. And the ideas, the concepts I put, even GMs at my age, younger than my age also doesn't have. So not boasting around, but we plan ahead. So I want to be future proof. So what I can do to be future proof? So to consider yourself young and youthful is not only you just dye your hair or put a wig for yourself. That doesn't mean yourself young. But that is also already good lah. But in terms of your thought process, the action, the way you interact with your agents is very important. By doing this and mingling it out with them, okay, maybe we're going to play futsal, or maybe we're going to play other games, or maybe go clubbing for once a while. I think adapt all this just to have some inclusiveness. This is very important lah. So that is why in my office I set up the whole the arrangement itself different. So we want to be unique. This is how I put a lot of emphasis on trying to be adaptable for the future. I'll keep changing lah. That's my character. So in terms of technology, I think we have to be savvy. So I do a lot of effort on editing also. I don't know whether you've seen or not, but I try to slowly adapt to this AI stuff. Even the last gala dinner, so for the first time we did AI concept. So it took us a lot of time, took a lot of my effort. It really drained me, but I enjoy the process. So somebody that never have done this, but we have taken a certain step together with guys who are younger than me, like Gap, so with this AI project, and it turned out to be quite well, and then we will adapt slowly from there. So adaptability is something to be seriously considered when it comes to this business.
Okay. So what lessons can future leaders learn about fostering resilience and solidarity?
Maybe I think you need to repeat,
Okay.
because I'll be repeating the same thing again after that.
So what lessons can future leaders learn about fostering resilience and solidarity?
Can learn from me, or what did I say?
It's like generally what future leaders should learn about this.
Adaptability lah. Definitely is adaptability. I've seen in this industry there's a lot of our senior leaders that they don't want to adapt. They are a bit rigid. This is how I will do. This is how my training. This is what you want to do. This is how you must follow. Listen to what I say. When we mentor our next generation like this, it's going to be very difficult. And one leader should understand, the Gen Z is not an easy generation, but they are very creative, they are very innovative, they are very they are dream big there, but they want it fast. So we have to not cater to what they need, but you have to adapt to these changes. And if you are going to say no, what I say is you have to, the one you have to follow, then it's quite difficult. They will not adapt, they will not listen to you, they will run away. They will ghost. I think that's the better Gen Z word, they will ghost. So when they ghost, you call them, they won't be blue tick also. The blue tick also they will disable. They will go missing. They mean they are off the grid already. So that thing you need to understand what they thinking. Of course, not all Gen Z attitude is the right way to go. Some things they need to adapt. If not, they will go lost. Some hard work, smart work, some never give up attitude, which I see is lacking in the new generation. Very fast they get frustrated, very fast they give up. So that kind of things we need to adapt and show some creative way how last time people could succeed. Show some examples that maybe inspire them. So that is why in my agency our tagline is basically born to inspire. So every one of us should be here not to motivate each other. Motivate doesn't last. Inspiration is most important. So if I can be here as an inspiration, when I leave this world, I can inspire, I can create many leaders. Motivation only is there for a day or two, after that it's gone already. But inspiration is something that will stick together. So what are the mark you leave behind that inspires others? I think that's very, very important. So for future leaders, adaptability is very important, and slowly change to the time. It's very, very crucial. And now generation change. See, last time, if you can see, every 10 years is one generation. Now every 5 years is one generation. The language, Chandra, you talk to another guy who's 5 years younger than you, that guy thinks that you're old already.
Correct. Yeah, very different.
Very different. They think, hey, uncle this guy. No. Just imagine the gap we will have. Even much further. So we have to adapt to their generation a little bit. They should adapt vice versa also. That synergy should work lah. And of course, you see, if you see in the agency, there will be some kind of similarity. Maybe everybody is a gym freak, or maybe there's some fitness freak, or maybe all these tiny friends, they all go drink together. That means from the top senior guy to the lowest, everybody, their commodity is by drinking. So that's a different group lah. Some of them are maybe foodies. So you need to find some kind of synergy among them. Okay, what is something that all generation can come close together? You need to find that key. If you find that key, then they will stick. Those who are not into that, whatever generation or so, the adaptability will not stick. They'll abort themselves by themselves. So who sticks must be like-minded lah. But adaptability have to be there in terms of technology, thought process. You must adapt to new changes. Sometimes you see some officers, you see like girls must wear like this lah, guys must wear like that. You cannot come to office like this. Some situation you must be able to adapt. If you cannot adapt to new changes, new style, and then you're gone. That's what I really I'm proud of my group manager, Mr. Gobi. So I say, okay, we're going to go for photo shoots for $1 million agencies, and this is how you're going to be. We're going to be all wearing blue jeans. He never wore a light blue jeans in his life. They say, okay, sir, you're going to wear white shoes. White shoe, he never bought. But he adapted himself, sir, and we are going to wear white shirt. White shirt collared one. But you'll wear a blazer. So he accept. He wore it. So adapting to changes, that's something
very important.
Very, very important. We will be lost. The gap will be very fast. You'll be like a $3 million, $4 million once upon a time, and then after 20 years, 30 years, like you become a nobody like that. So I don't want to do that. I fear about my retirement. You have to have fear. When you fear of something, okay, what's going to happen, then you will know what changes to be done, and you always stay updated. So this is something that I do in our agency. We practice lah. Even in my agency, I am very particular on weight. So I don't like to have obese people. So it doesn't mean I don't like, but if they come here, we will welcome them with open heart. Slowly we'll encourage them. They don't eat this junk food lah. They eat, reduce your alcohol content, or eat this unprocessed food. Heavily processed food we will discourage. Slowly they will adapt our culture. That's why I mentioned I put a weighing scale there. So okay, I have award for those who's obese who have reduced their weight. So I have in my project, I have 2 or 3 of them. So it's not about always you talk and you reward people about just about production only. These kind of different ways, and when they start to look good, they reduce weight. I have so many. I have one of my agents. They say thank you so much, GM, because of you now I can wear ladies. And I guide them. Okay, why don't you have short hair? The boys can look very nice. And then these feel they look like a GM really now. They're very well dressed. All these things really help to build their morale. So that's what we have to think out of the box lah. So these are the things I implement in our agency.
Thanks, sir. Okay. Last question is, if you could recommend one leadership practice that should continue post-crisis, what would it be?
One
leadership practice that should continue post-crisis, like after crisis, what practice should you recommend?
As I think I mentioned, the answer is already in the first question, adaptability lah. If you are somebody who is stubborn, who don't want to adapt, and you are egocentric, that what I say is right, what you say is wrong, and then off we go lah. Our legacy will be, maybe we'll be sitting in the office alone lah. Our other agents, there won't be any agents there. And if you're going to harp on your existing agents, you see, the existing agents one day will become old. They will retire. Some of them might become millionaires. from other businesses. Some of them will go out of business. Some of them might have died.
Yeah.
So, and your group will get smaller. So your adaptability is not there, and you are stubborn, thinking that you will behave like a CEO of a company, then you will lose out, because this is all based on partnership. The problem here is a lot of managers are having managing mindset, but they do not have leadership mindset. So leadership is a very powerful role, no? In any industry or any society, whatever, leadership is, you lead, no? You have to lead by example. And when the leadership means you don't sit like a general inside the war room and you say you go and fight. You had to go in front and protect and shield your soldiers. So likewise, we have to be right in front, be an example, show what we have done until they cannot say anything. This I've done what? For example, I did personal sales when the production is low. I show on June I did 60,000 plus personal sales. By that I should not do. As a group manager, do not need to do.
Yeah.
I just should, they say I can do, I still can do it. And I never go around looking for policies. No, I never close big policies. 10,000, 5,000, 6,000. I mean, cases come because your mindset had to be positive and optimistic. So the optimism is very important. No, if you are a pessimistic kind of character, it's a lot of negativity only. So some might say, even some of the leaders might say, hey, this office you bought hey, you never buy, you rent hey, but you spend a lot then how later they ask you to go, go tomorrow, so you're not gonna, don't know whether you're gonna wake up or not. What's the guarantee?
Yeah.
So the mindset of being optimistic is very important. So I do the best. So if my character is how, if I do something, I must do the best. If not, I don't do. So I want to do like something that nobody ever thought. So I do. That doesn't require you have to be a $6 million or $10 million agency. Your mindset should be a $10 million agency, and slowly you work your way up. If you're producing 10 million per A&P a year, but your mindset is just a $500,000 group production, then you're not going to sustain that glory. That's how I think. That's how I do business. So I hope I answered your question.
Yeah. Good, sir. So that's all from us today. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, Chandra. It's a great pleasure to be invited for this interview. I hope my interview will be helpful for your project. And I wish you all the best in your master's
Thank you so much.
graduation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.